This video is going to explain the importance of eye contact in public speaking and really in conversation. So I'd like to talk about why it's an important part of nonverbal communication in public speaking, and secondly, how you can prepare yourself to manage eye contact in your speeches. First of all, eye contact is the most important element of nonverbal communication in public speaking because it's the way in which a speaker establishes a relationship with his or her audience. When you look at the audience, you are engaging them as a public speaker. You are asking them to pay attention to you. You are saying you are worthy of my attention by making eye contact with the audience members. Now, obviously, in a public speech, you aren't going to be able to simultaneously look at every person in the room. You can only make eye contact with one individual at a time. So I highly encourage you to practice making eye contact with someone while you're rehearsing. It's really going to help you feel much more comfortable when you get up in front of an audience that's larger than one person so that you can manage that individual eye contact. An easy thing to think about when you're doing public speaking and eye contact is to consider each individual interaction with an audience member as a short conversation. Everyone in the audience can hear you, but you're really only talking to that one person at a time. If you can mentally prepare yourself to do that, it often alleviates some of the nervousness that people feel when they have to stand up in a group of people. For the purposes of our speeches, if you're recording on your own, remember that you have to have at least 8 audience members. If you're coming to campus, you may have more than 8, depending on the number of people that show up to record their speeches. So being able to rehearse by maintaining eye contact with one person at a time is very helpful. The way to do eye contact is to look at someone for about 3 to 5 seconds. An easy way to practice is to have your audience member simply count in their head 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, and even hold up fingers and count them down for you so that you can see about how long 5 seconds counts. Sometimes it's a little distracting when you're rehearsing, but sometimes students find it really helpful so they're not thrown off when they actually get in front of an audience. The second thing that you want to do is to, I'm taking a look at my notes here. It's also important to remember that you want to practice eye contact as an audience member, because as much as the speaker is establishing a relationship with you, you are also establishing a relationship with the speaker. So it's a good idea to practice giving eye contact, to being able to watch someone and really listen to them. You may realize from some of what I've talked about previously that we're also going to be providing feedback to each other. It's really hard to provide feedback when you can't make eye contact with the speaker. So being able to practice being engaged as an audience member is also very important. So again, eye contact is the most important nonverbal element of communication as a public speaker, and you want to make sure that you rehearse it so that you're going to give effective eye contact when you're up in front of the audience.